Hidden less than an hour outside of San Francisco is where you'll find the best oysters in all of California. But in order to get there first, we need to show you the local area. We're gonna take you to an amazing hidden gem called Point Reyes Station. And before we get there, let me tell you how we got here. You see, I was watching Game 6 of the 2026 World Series and they cut to a commercial. And the commercial showed a bunch of people having a great time oyster farming. But here's the problem. I don't do seafood. And Vanessa loves oysters. And I love seeing her enjoying good foods. So, one search for Hog Island Farm later and I was sold. They offer farm tours and tastings and I knew we had to go. And if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll find out if I can actually stomach an oyster. If I chicken out, Vanessa gets the whole tray. But if I eat one, she has to eat durian the next time we're in Thailand. But before we're going to show you the amazing waterfront room we stayed in on Tamales Bay, the Cypress Tree Tunnel, the famous Tamales Bay Shipwreck, and the charming town of Point Reyes Station. We're also going to go hike on a beach where we're going to find some Indian teepees at the end. So stay till the end, you guys. You're going to see a farm tour of the amazing Hog Island Oyster Farm. It is in depth. It is super interesting and I encourage you to watch the whole thing. But if you want to fast forward through it to see if I actually eat an oyster, go ahead and do that, you guys. We're in Tamales Bay and we're staying at the Tamales Bay Resort. We're in room 27 right here. And check this out. You got to use a key, you guys. So we're actually putting the key in the lock. And let's see. Ooh, fancy. Let's get in here and check this place out. Vanessa and I never knew this town even existed or that there's a place like this to stay with rooms and views like this. I have a feeling we're gonna be in for a real treat. Look at these closets. Nice. Man, this is a nice room, you guys. Let's check out the bathroom and we'll just go step by step here. Big, spacious bathroom. Turn on some lights for you here. How you guys doing, travelers? Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Big, spacious shower. And now, oh, look at this. Nice sink, fridge. Check under here. Just trash and storage. But man, little working area there. TV on the wall. Beautiful king bed. Fireplace. It's gonna get chilly here tonight, guys, so this will definitely, we'll be using that later. But let's get you out here. Wow. Check this, dude, there's people swimming out there. I don't know if you guys see a couple little kids right there swimming. Look how beautiful the view is. Imagine being here on a warm evening, taking in the sunset. And this is what it looks like from the backside. And I'd say we're about an hour north of San Francisco. Yeah. About an hour north of San Francisco over the Golden Gate Bridge. The drive is scenic and surprisingly traffic was very light. This really is a reminder to you guys, get out, explore what's around you, because driving just a couple hours in any direction might just surprise you. Let us know in the comments, what's a short drive from you that Vanessa and I should go visit? All right, now let's go keep checking this place out.
Gotta explore our local area. We don't do it enough.
You got beautiful places to sit, gardens, and there's a pool. So if you come here in the summertime, definitely take advantage of the bay over there. Or look at this awesome little pool, places to sit, hang out. And check this out, guys. We'll go up these stairs and let's see what we find. Imagine you're on vacation, coming with your family or big group, and look at, you get all this to hang out and look at your view. Now it's time to get on the road and go see one of nature's masterpieces. Let's get in the car and I'll tell you all about it. Our first stop is gonna be the tree tunnel. And this isn't like a tunnel where you drive through. We're actually gonna get there, walk around, and you guys will see the trees that formed a tunnel many, many years ago. And they lead to what was, I think, the United States' first radio communications building where they did Morse codes for the ships that were navigating the ocean. Let's head on over to the tree tunnel here in Inverness. And what do you think, baby?
I love it. Smooth sailing.
The reason these trees have lasted is because they're one of the few species that can take the punishment of the winds and the nature here. I think they're called Monterey cypress trees. Let's go take a walk and see what this is all about. KPH radio. So at the end of this alley of trees is an icon in the history of American communication. That's what I was telling you guys. So down there, this was the first transatlantic radio signal in 1901. Came from this building that we're gonna walk to. Let's get in and check this out. Now these trees are enormous. Look at the way they grow towards each other to form this tunnel that we're walking through. They were planted in the 1930s and they were designed as a windbreak to protect the nearby ranch land. Over decades, the trees bent inward from constant coastal winds, forming the shape of this tunnel naturally. Now this place is truly beautiful, and the building we're walking to is called the historic KPH radio building. It's a maritime radio station that once handled life or death communications for ships across the Pacific Ocean. Let's go check it out. Now we are at the radio building, but check this out. This is how it used to be wired. See the old electrical lines, how low they are right here. Let's go explore the backside over here. There's a little trail that leads back over this way, so let's go see what we find. Let's go this way. This is where the road leads on the backside of this. This is an old power grid. Man, look how low these are. Imagine if you're just like stretching or something, working out here, and accidentally hit a line. It'd be a very bad day. You gotta remember, back in 1901, they didn't have cranes, they didn't have super high things that could lift you up and work on power lines high above. So they probably had to do them just right at eye level, or where they could get to with a little ladder and power their station. So, what'd you think? How cool do those trees look? As we were walking and Vanessa stopped me real quick, I almost stepped on this little guy. Look at that. That's gonna grow up to be a beautiful butterfly one day. Well, now it's time to head back to the car and take the short drive to the famous Tamales Bay Shipwreck. This boat has been stuck here for over 35 years. Let's get back into Lexi and head on over to the shipwreck. There's a lot more to come, so stay with us. Now check out the view. It seems like it gets prettier and prettier around every turn. The good thing is, as you can see, there are hardly any other cars out here, so you can really take in the beauty as you drive. Look at that smile. She is loving driving these back roads, and we couldn't have asked for better weather. Let's hear how I felt about it. It's almost mid-November right now. It's November, what, 9th?
Yes.
Yeah, November 9th. It's gonna be 76 degrees today over here. We dressed like we were going to Alaska and we were regretting it yesterday. So today we're in short sleeves. You see my love looking good in her skirts and tank top. And I have a t-shirt on with pants because I didn't bring any shorts. But make sure you check the microclimate for where you're gonna be, because some places it's 68, some said 70, 76 here in Inverness today. Look around at how beautiful of a day we have here. Huh, baby?
It's gorgeous weather. It feels like we're back home, but we're not.
Right? We're actually right by the water.
Exactly.
Now we are almost at the shipwreck. Let us know in the comments what's been your favorite part of the video so far. And please, hit that subscribe button for us, guys. We really appreciate it. All right, we have made it to the shipwreck. And if you see, it's right off the main road here by this market. That's Tamales Bay and the shoreline. And look, right there in the distance, guys, there is the famous Point Reyes shipwreck, known as the SS Inverness, I believe. It was a launch boat in World War II. It started as a World War II launch boat, and then after World War II, became a salmon fishing boat. It ran aground and got stuck in the mud. In 1990, there was a landowner who owned all of this, as you see all around us here, and he sold it to a marine preserve place. And they were gonna scrap this thing. They said, let's get this junk out of here. And a lot of tourists and locals and photographers said, absolutely not. That's our little treasure and we want it. And so here it stands today, you guys. Just serves as a symbol of this area here. So we didn't feel like getting wet since we still had the whole day to go. But here's a great look at the boat. I wouldn't plan a day trip here, but I would definitely make this a stop on your day trip to the area. So let's get back in the car and head over to the beautiful little town of Point Reyes Station. Let's go. This charming little town is awesome on a Sunday. There's folks all around and families out. So let's walk in and see what we find inside of Point Reyes Station. So the first place we came upon was this awesome local market that was calling us with a sweet, sweet scent that was coming right out the front door.
Smells good.
Yeah, it smells like apple pie. We made our way in and we saw all of these really cool specialty products. Now this store is well known for their fermented products, and we will hear more about that in just a bit. Here are some of the fermented goods for sale. Now let's see what they've got here. Like, look at here, they got kimchi. This is it, baby. It's like kimchi and things. It's all their fermented.
So it's pickled stuff.
Yeah. Are you a fan of fermented veggies? If so, this right here is your heaven. These look delicious. Vanessa loves kimchi, huh, baby? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. When we did some research about this whole town, a lot of people were talking about the fermented things. Why did they start fermenting here? What's the story? Now we definitely found the right guy to tell us all about this place. Let's hear what he has to say.
You're in for a treat.
All right.
So it's Wild West Ferments. They've been doing this for like 14, 15 years.
Okay.
It's all organic.
Wow.
Vinegar. It's just the veggies fermenting in these ceramic pots.
Oh wow. So they just
This is all sauerkraut.
really.
And kimchi.
How long does it ferment?
About 3 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. And then that's their product right there. We just sell in specialty stores here, and then we ship. And then they make the pickles and the lemon.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. Man, what a treat, you guys. You hear all that? And look at the cheeses. Anywhere we travel to, Vanessa loves to try the new cheeses. And now look at the variety here. I'm not big into cheeses, but let's see what Vanessa thinks.
I have a sample of Pierce Point if you want to try.
You want to try? Yeah.
The triple cream has got herbs and flowers on the vine.
Really good?
Yeah, there's something about that. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna take one of these. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really
All
good.
right, thank you.
Yeah.
Now this store is awesome. They really do a great job of using locally sourced products, and the quality is amazing. Vanessa and I love having a kombucha with dinner every night, but this drink here that we're about to have is like kombucha, but really different, and the staff does a great job of explaining it. So, let's go check it out. And they got a probiotic soda fountain. Hello.
Hi.
So is this kind of like kombucha? Yeah.
It is similar to kombucha, but it's a wild fermented fruit soda. So we don't have to use sugar and we don't have to use black tea. We can just use local fruit and honey.
Wow.
And it doesn't have the same like vinegar flavor profile that kombucha has.
Same benefits, so like.
Same benefit or better benefits because
Really?
you don't have the acidification of the sugar or the caffeine. A little taste.
Yeah, please. I'm probably gonna get a whole glass, but let me try.
So this is the quince apple.
All right, guys. I'm gonna try the quince apple. Try this, love. It kind of tastes like a wine at first.
Yeah, it's a little more light and it's a
Right?
more delicate thing.
Now this drink is really good. The best way I can describe it, it's like an apple dessert wine. It's non-alcoholic and it's really good for you. Now another thing this town is known for is water buffalo ice cream. It's an ice cream made from the milk of the water buffalo, and all I can say is you really need to try this. Let's see what Vanessa thought of her buffalo milk ice cream. What are you getting, baby?
It's
Small
the
chai?
water buffalo soft serve chai. It's awesome. Yeah, it's the sweet cream base. That's the only way. The water buffalo ice cream always only comes to sweet cream, and then we add all the chai stuff in house. So it's a rooibos based organic chai with some extra turmeric and vanilla.
Wow, there you guys see they have water buffalo, soft serve cream here. And that's made straight from water buffalo milk. Vanessa is gonna try, that is buffalo milk ice cream.
Soft serve
With-
chai flavor.
Yeah.
It smells like chai. It tastes like a chai. I don't know. I can't tell the difference between buffalo milk and regular milk, but this is good.
So Vanessa noticed another type of shad on the menu, and it sounded interesting. Let's hear how the staff describes it. I'm gonna try this in just a little bit, and I want you to tell us in the comments if you would try it based on my reaction. What do you think?
Look like tonic shad.
That's what I wanted to try.
So those are salty, sour, savory. Those are like pickle juice, sauerkraut juice kind of thing, and we sell them by the shop.
Here we go, guys. I'm gonna try this beet juice. So explain, this is
a blend of beet kvass, which is sliced beets fermented in a salt brine for 2 weeks, and the juice from our Moroccan beet sauerkraut, which is a 6-week ferment that has onions and garlic and beets and cabbage and mint and parsley and lemon.
wow.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a ton of flavors, and a ton of flavors it was. Now, when you see my face, you're gonna think I didn't like it, but honestly, this was delicious. It was just really salty, and I wasn't expecting that. All right, enough talking about it. Let's watch how that went.
All right.
Holy crap. Wow. That was good, salty, but wow, very good.
Medicine, good medicine.
Yeah. Now it's time to have a full glass of that Quince apple soda that we had tried earlier. Let's go back and see what we had thought about it in the moment.
Yeah, great.
It really does taste like a wine.
Refreshing. It's like an apple.
You know what it was? Apple
Cider.
cider. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's really good. I actually like that better than kombucha.
It's fermented fruit soda. If you could ever get it on tap somewhere, especially if you come here to Point Reyes Station, you won't be disappointed. So this is where we just were, right here, and you'll notice the building. It says the Cowgirl Barn. That was absolutely delicious in there. Okay, if you're gonna make this day trip, do not come here with a full stomach. There's so many delicious things to try that you'll be glad you saved the room for them. Wait until you see the sweet treats in here. Let's go. All right, our next stop is a little bakery called Brick Maiden Breads. So let's get in. So there's the bread menu. Wheat, country white sourdough. That looks delicious right there. The almond cake. Olive oil cake, I never had that. What would you choose if you had to choose between the almond cake and the olive oil?
It's a tough choice.
I've never had an olive oil.
They're both good.
It's a tough choice, huh?
It's a tough choice.
What do you think, one of each and we'll have one later?
Yeah, why not?
All right, one of each. Thank you. All right, guys, we just got our treats, but check this out. Once you leave the bread shop right there, walk around outside and check out the area where you can eat your bread. So this place just continues to impress. The garden is beautiful and in full bloom. Look at all the different colorful flowers. Now there's plenty of space back here to sit and enjoy your baked treats. We truly are loving this. This is cool, huh? Perfect way to spend a Sunday morning. And this is what it looks like from the backside looking in. How do you know you're in California, guys? This is how. Somebody's joint fell out of their pocket and it's here. They're gonna be so disappointed later.
Whoa, look at this.
Yummy.
So I think this was the olive oil cake, and then this was
almond with figs. Figs, and then this is a citrus glaze.
I'm gonna just take a small bite of each. Wow, it is light and oily. It kind of like
Grows on you?
no, like yeah, but like as you keep chewing, all
More
the little
flavor?
Flavor profiles come out. It kind of reminds me of a lemon pound cake.
Ooh, that looks good.
Pretty with the flowers.
you guys.
I bet you this came from their garden. It wouldn't surprise me.
Right?
I exhaled when I.
Yeah.
That one, surprisingly, I think is not as sweet as this one, but super moist, dense, but moist. Let me just see if I can try the fig. The fig is what's giving it the sweetness. Really works well together.
Now there's no way I could just take Vanessa's word for it, nor would I expect you guys to either. So I had to try it for myself.
Right?
If you ever had the little lemon cake at Starbucks, the glaze part, that's super like sweet and moist and just good, that's all the way through this cake. Wow, that was good. The almond one is as good as that. I'm looking forward to it. Let's take a bite. It's different,
Right?
but it's good. The almond taste, I'm a sucker for almond. So good with that fig, they give it the sweetness. So which was your favorite? Let us know if you agree with our picks right here in the comments.
I'm torn, but I think I just like this almond one just a tad bit more.
I would go with the olive oil cake because it's lighter, more citrusy, and just moist all the way through. After having those delicious treats, we walked through town, and as you can see behind me, there are a ton of families out enjoying the day. Now remember earlier I was telling you guys about the weather? Listen to this local that we ran into who provides us with a cool description of local weather, and he also provides some fun entertainment for us. Let's watch this.
We got the fog bank is open 24/7 out here. We are a nice dense, coastal marine layer, so we have lots of temperature, lots of change, but we definitely have that the sun sets out here, amazing. Get that mist coming through, that sweet sherbet light in the evening time flowing through. It's a lovely, lovely place. This is it. This is Crown. This is our space to share. This is the family that loves this world beyond any measure of any words. So we talk a lot, that's for sure. Wrap it up as well. It's our privilege and our prerogative to do so. Good to see you guys. Sweet. Yo, got it all off the top of my mind. Looking for something good to eat. It's morning bun, yeah. Twist that. I see, I go. And that's the cheeses right here. Twist it on up. That's the cast neck for the soul. Whoa! Just like that, guys. Good to see you all.
So there you guys see the local. He's just out there spreading love for free. And that's the kind of hospitality you find here at Point Reyes Station. Now we are ready to try a local breakfast. We made our way to a restaurant called the Station House Cafe. We ordered some eggs, bacon, and Vanessa got the eggs Benedict. The service was excellent and the food was absolutely delicious. You guys saw the photos of our breakfast. We didn't film while we were eating, it's crowded in there, but it was absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10, highly recommend this place. All right, let's keep walking through town. Now remember, this whole downtown only spans 3 blocks, so take your time and enjoy all the little things like this wall art right here. These are really cool. And let's hear what Vanessa thinks about the town.
It's really cute.
We're only a couple hours out of town. Yeah.
I've lived here all my life and I never really explored this area.
Now, can you believe that both Vanessa and I have lived in the Bay Area for nearly our whole lives, and neither of us had ever been here? Let that be a little nudge to you to get out there and explore your area. You don't need to spend a lot of money, you don't need to spend a lot of time going far away, but you do just need to get in your car and find somewhere amazing like this. What cool places would you go to? Another famous spot here is the Toby's Point Reyes Station shop. And this is just a local market with all kinds of goods and fruits, veggies that are local. So let's go take a look, you guys. Here's another really charming little market with a ton of delicious things to buy. Just look at all the things here as we walk around. Now this is where the story got really cool. As I made my way towards the back, I heard live music, and this is what I found. They're playing music. All right, so we got back in the car and went out to explore some more of the local area. We heard about a beach that was nearby where there are teepees, and it turns out you just have to drive a few minutes to a place called Heart's Desire Beach. And once you're there, you have to hike to this little beach where the teepees are. And it looks like we're here. Let's get out and I'm gonna tell you all about it. This is Tamales Bay State Park, and we're taking the Indian Nature Trail. And this trail that we're walking on is supposed to take us to a secluded little beach that actually has some replica teepees on the beach. So let's make our way there. It's from the Coast Miwok Indians. They made this their home for about 3,500 years. So that's why this is called Indian Beach. Well, this doesn't look like the trail we were expecting. We thought this was a paved path to the other beach, but that's okay because this kind of hike is much more fun. Now let's go see what we can find on this trail. Check out this hike, you guys. Look at everywhere we're going. And they have California Bay, also California Laurel. So along the trail, they have little signs like that. Look at this tree. It fell right over and got supported by this one. Look at how big that thing is. Man.
I love this moss.
Right? Look at this. Check that out where the tree snapped, you guys. Thank God it's not windy right now because these things will kill you.
It is warm, surprisingly.
It is very warm. Again, we're here November 9th and it is so warm. It's 76 degrees. We really did get lucky with this weather this weekend. Mid 70s in November in the Bay Area? Yes, please. Let's learn a little more about where we are. For centuries, the Coast Miwok Indians interacted in harmony with this natural environment. They depended on it for food, shelter, never taking more than what was needed, always making sure that what was taken would be fully used without waste. Today, we get to enjoy the beauty because of the care they gave. And now it's like we're in the middle of the forest, up in the mountains somewhere, and we're gonna come out right onto another beach. That's the beauty of California and why we need to get out more and do some more road trips like this. Let's see how old this tree is, you guys. See all these rings? Thing's been here for probably almost 100 years. Ooh, look at this. Look at this orange stuff, guys. ChatGPT said that this is a lichen. It's a combo between fungus and algae that live on tree bark, and it actually signifies that they're in a clean air environment. It's a real interesting walk. You know, you just get back here and fortunately they give you the signs, they tell you what you're looking at. Huh, baby, what do you think?
I think it's pretty cool. Beautiful.
I tell you what, guys, this is a very long half mile.
Look at you're going.
Up and down and around.
Down. So make sure you're wearing sneakers. Or
Yeah. Now after seeing this next sign, boy was I glad that I was not only wearing sneakers, but that I was also wearing long pants. Why, you ask? Check this out. Poison oak, here we go. That's what it looks like. I knew it was out here.
Right there where you're standing.
Yeah, look at this, guys. This is poison oak. If you've never seen it before, there's the sign, 3 leaves, and take a good look because this will save you one day. Do not ever walk around that stuff. And if you touch it, don't rub your eyes, but it's all over here. And now that we know we need to watch out for poison oak, we are definitely paying closer attention to what's on the ground by our feet and legs. Now doing this led us to see this. You guys ever seen a mushroom like this? Look at that thing. The red cap definitely screams, do not eat me. Now I looked it up on ChatGPT and it said it's called a Amanita muscaria, or commonly called the fly agarkic. Whatever it is, stay away. Look at that. Yeah, the red probably tells you stay far away. Man, we're seeing all kinds of neat stuff out here, you guys. And we've made it. We've done the half-a-mile hike and we're coming out onto the beach. Look at this, you guys. This is called Indian Beach, and what a beautiful entrance, huh? And see those teepees over there? That's why they call it Indian Beach. But this is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, it just opens up into this. I haven't seen a place like this in California ever, and we live 2 hours away from here. And this is right in our backyard. Guys, you wanna see something cool? At least I think it's really cool. You got the water here. So you see this water running down and there's a current, right? You see the current moving, you see the stuff underneath moving with the current. Well, if you come over here, you got all this water and it wants to come in. And look at where they collide. You have this natural force against each other where you have all this water wanting to come in and this little stream right here pushing back and saying not so fast, and it creates this little ripple effect that you see up and down the coast right here. Now I really love seeing new things in nature. Let's learn a little more. For centuries, the Coast Miwok Indians interacted with harmony with this natural environment, and they depended on it for food and shelter and never taken more than what was needed. Take care of what you got so future generations can also enjoy it like we get to enjoy it thanks to the Miwok Indians and all the care they took. So those tribes that lived on this land did a beautiful job preserving and nurturing it. Just look at how majestic this place is. Now, let's go see why we came here in the first place. There's a teepee right in front of us. Now look at these. They're stacked wood forming a teepee. There are 2 of them here. I wonder if people build these on their own or what? Let us know in the comments. If you know how these got here, and if you've ever been here, we'd love to hear it. Let's go inside and see. People just stack a whole bunch of wood and made their own little shelter. How cool is that? All right, that was cool. But remember that hike in? Yeah, well, we get to hike it back out. Vanessa and I are going to head out, and we will see you in a few minutes when we get towards the end of the trail. We'll see you soon, guys. We are almost back to the end of this hike. Guys, I'm sweating. It's only a half a mile, but there's incline, decline, and I'm not saying it's hard, but I did break a sweat. I mean, I'm not out of breath or anything like that. But this was definitely a good hike and beautiful. You're just surrounded by all this forest right here. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought of this, and have you ever been out here? And what did you guys do when you came out to Point Reyes? So we were almost off the trail when we came upon this tree. And I'm gonna tell you about it now so you can pay attention when you see it in the video. Now this tree is a symbol. It's a symbol of perseverance, it's a symbol of strength and determination. It shows that if you get knocked down, it doesn't mean you're done. It means you have an opportunity to grow back stronger, better, you can multiply your impact by standing strong. Now let's go see the coolest tree that I've ever seen, and let's see if it sends the same message to you that it did to me. Come on, let's go check it out. Look at this tree, guys. This is, again, the coolest thing about walking through this little forest, this hike, is check this tree out. It starts right here, right? And then it goes up, right? But now look, keep watching. Look at, there's the trunk, right? And now, check this out. It laid down and grew. The branches actually made like little trees out of themselves. There's the trunk, and the branches grew as strong, independent little trees, but it's all off of this one trunk.
They're just big branches.
Yeah. Wow. Branches, and then they had their own branches. And I told you that tree was going to be awesome, didn't I? Now, after seeing the tree, we made our way back to the car, and it was on to our next stop. So one thing you need to know if you do come here to Point Reyes Station or Tamales Bay, this whole area, is there are very few places to eat, and the places that are here to eat are closed early, if they're even open on Sunday. Where are we going?
The same place that we had our brunch, because they're the only ones that are open till 8 o'clock.
Oh, that same restaurant?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing we like the breakfast. Now I hope the dinner is just as good. Let's drive over there and see. That's awesome. So we got seated pretty quickly and ordered our delicious dinners. Look at our food has arrived.
This looks great.
Yummy,
Enjoy.
yummy, thank you. Look at that. Dang, look at that. What'd you get, love?
Wagyu skirts.
And I got the pork chop on a mashed potato and greens bed. Now the restaurant was noisy and the food, it was amazing. We ate our dinner and then we headed out. Now let's go outside where it's a little more quiet, and I'll tell you how much this dinner cost. We just had a delicious dinner. It was, let's see, I had the pork chop, Vanessa had the Wagyu skirt steak, and that came out to about $120 plus tip, and it was worth it, right, baby?
Really good.
Yeah, for that quality of food by our house, be paying about 250 bucks. So after dinner, we went back to the hotel and slept. The following day's activity were the reason we came here in the first place. It's our time to tour the oyster farm. So we made our way over to Hog Island. It was about a 30-minute drive from our hotel and around to the other side of the bay. The drive is scenic and there is new beauty around every turn. Just look around here as we make our way along these roads. It looks like we're getting close. Now, let's hear what was on my mind. We are on our way to the oyster farm, and the million-dollar question is, will I have an oyster by the end of today? So I'm not sure if you remember this or not, but I've never had seafood in my life. This is a big deal. Never had one before, never plan on having one, still don't plan on having one. But will these guys convince me enough that this thing is tasty and good? My love loves them, huh, baby?
And if you don't eat them, I'll eat them.
Yeah, so we're going on this tour. It should be a lot of fun. And the big question by the end of the day that will be answered is, am I gonna have an oyster or not? All right, we have made it to the back of the oyster farm. We're looking for where the tour goes. But
I'm Marlon, I'm your tour guide.
all right. It looks like we're in the right place. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Now let's see what we have to do next. Hey, nice to meet you, I'm Tony.
Great to meet you.
Vanessa.
Nice to meet you.
So I figured this is the perfect time to see if I was dumb for booking us something like this, or maybe there was hope for me. Let's see how it goes. I don't eat oysters yet. We're gonna see if I can get convinced to try an oyster. So
See, when we're shucking some, pick out the smallest ones you can if you're gonna give it a go. That's
Okay.
usually the way to start.
I
to
mean,
give it a try.
what is your experience on non-oyster? Do even non-oyster lovers show up and try?
Yeah, I mean the whole deal is very interesting.
That's
on
why
its
I wanted to
own,
come. Yeah.
But I've had a number of first-time oyster
Yeah.
people out.
And they like them.
Yeah,
So you're saying there's a chance? I've got a really good feeling about this, you guys.
I won't be offended if you're like, nope, not
Yeah.
me. But you know,
We're gonna try. We'll find a small one, shuck it, maybe give it a try. I don't know, guys. I may gag if I get a seafood taste in my mouth, but we'll see.
I think whatever way we go, I'm eating.
Yeah. She wins no matter what. So I never knew oyster farming was so cool and interesting. These cages right here, they're full of oysters they just brought from the bay. So here you guys see back here, they're getting the oysters out of these traps. This is where the oysters actually get trapped. They get put on this conveyor belt, then they go up there through the little spinner to get washed, and then they go out the other side. So I'll show you all of that close up in just a little bit. Let's walk around and check this place out before our tour starts. Look at these oysters on the grill. They look delicious even to a non-oyster eater like me. Now let's see how Vanessa's feeling about today's adventures. What are you more excited for, barbecue or raw?
Raw for sure, but I am curious to see how they prepare the barbecue oysters.
I think I would prefer a barbecue oyster over a raw oyster. So we'll see. I'll start with the raw and then it can only get better from there maybe. So the time has finally come to make my commercial inspired weekend activity a reality. Now this guy right here is Marlon. He's our guide for the day and a wealth of knowledge when it comes to oysters. I'm just gonna put some of the highlights of the tour in and what he had to say about the oyster farming process in this video. It's super interesting and something I never thought I'd enjoy so much. So let's learn a little about how oysters are farmed in Tamales Bay. You guys, you're gonna love it.
so welcome. I'm Marlon. I'm your host and tour guide. We're gonna start out just on the other side of the fence here. Tell you all about the company. We'll take a deep dive into these oysters. We're gonna tour around the facility. Come back to the tables here. We're gonna shuck some oysters together. We're also gonna serve you some shucked oysters. Then we'll pop over to the dining tables, do some barbecued oysters for you. We got our Chipotle bourbon butter going today.
So we made our way to the shoreline and we were met by this amazing view. The natural beauty out here is amazing. Now keep watching because we're met by an unexpected visitor in just a few minutes. But first, let's get to know Marlon a little bit better.
So it's been great to work out here for the last 10 years. Much of that time I've spent working in the restaurant, shucking oysters for the raw bar. Did some rough math, figure I've shucked a little over 1 million oysters at this point. It's been super fun to do more with the tour program over the last few years. Hog Island Oyster Company, founded in 1983. So their mission was to provide amazing oysters to local farm-to-table restaurants. It was a very humble and hard-scrabble beginning here at Hog Island 42 years ago. It was a few dudes with a little boat. They started with just a 5-acre lease out on Tamales Bay. They'd bring the oysters up right here. If it was low tide, they'd have to cart them in over the mud flat. Had some old wood pallets laid out here. They'd dump the oysters, hose them off, get them cleaned up as best they could, and deliver them out to those restaurants. Eventually, locals asked if they could come by and pick up some oysters, open the little retail window. Those same folks asked if they could hang out and shuck some oysters, put in some picnic tables, little bar. Since then, we've grown to have 5 restaurants of our own. We're now working a 160-acre lease out on Tamales Bay. We have a hatchery and grow out in Humboldt Bay, 4 or 5 hours north of here. So with all of that growth and expansion over the years, I really do feel that the heart and soul of the company is here at the farm and right out there on the bay. So out here in Tamales Bay, we grow all 5 varieties of what are considered culinary oysters. So we've got our Pacific oyster.
So Marlon described this oyster as having a grass flavor. Now let's hear about how all the other oysters taste.
Atlantic, the Atlantic's more delicate flesh, buttery. Kumamoto's, I think they can have a real distinct cucumber flavor. European flat or Bellone, and the West Coast Native Olympia oyster. European flats, Native Olympia oyster, really high minerality, even kind of metallic. Not my personal favorite, but very interesting oyster. If you ever get the chance, definitely try that native species in particular. So that flavor is really determined by 2 things. The species and the location that it's grown. It really takes on the flavor, even the look of that very ecosystem. Each variety grows at a different rate. Our Pacific oysters take about 12 months to reach this market size for the raw bar. The Atlantics, Kumamoto's, European flats, maybe 2.5 to 3 years even to reach this size here. And each variety is gonna have a different ultimate size. The majority of what we grow, probably 75% or so, is that fast-growing, deep-cut, meaty Pacific oyster. Those guys now account for over 90% of worldwide production. Really the workhorse or work oyster of the industry, if you will. So at any given time, we might have around 10 million oysters growing out in Tamales Bay. Most of them are grown in our rack and bag system. So it's 4-bar frame sitting up off the bottom on those white PVC pipes. So our farm crew guys and gals do a great job. I think those folks are really the unsung heroes of the oyster world. Those folks work super hard. They know the oysters. They certainly know the bay better than anyone.
Isn't this interesting? So let's find out what it's called in that little time period in between tides.
The space between high tide and low tide, the intertidal zone. It's the preferred habitat for bivalves. So bivalves, 2 shells hinged together. Oysters prefer a mellower estuary or bay. The tide change is bringing them fresh food in the form of phytoplankton. Phytoplankton is a microscopic photosynthesizing algae. So there's relatively low competition for resources for the oysters within the intertidal zone. But if we think about it, it's not necessarily the most hospitable place to live. With that high tide, they're submerged, they're underwater. With the low tide, they're exposed to the elements. In fact, our lead scientist, PhD biologist, Gary Fleener, has put his thermometer on the mud on a super hot day, measured the temp over 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. So what is that oyster's evolutionary superpower that allows them to survive and thrive in that zone? Back to that bivalve, yeah? With that receding low tide, oyster can take a gulp of that cool bay water, close up watertight, essentially creating its own personal aquarium. Within this intertidal zone here, we like to grow our oysters at a depth where they're going to be out of the water about 30% of the time. So there's a few advantages to doing that. Number one, for our hardworking farm crew, much easier to work at low tide when the water's down here. Secondly, we're conditioning those oysters to spending some time out of the water. Third advantage is with that receding low tide, that oyster is going to close up tight. When it's closed up tight, it's flexing its adductor muscle. Adductor muscle runs through the oyster this way. It's actually the only place it's attached to the shell is the top and bottom of that cylindrical muscle. Turns out the adductor muscle is the sweetest part of the oyster. So if we can have them out there pumping iron a couple times a day with that tide change, we're gonna get a bigger muscle and a sweeter oyster. So in the wild, we're gonna start with mom and dad oyster. Most oyster species are broadcast spawners. So triggered by warming water temperatures, mid to late summer, gonna release their sperm and egg into the open water. It's a numbers game, right? If they're gonna release that sperm and egg into the open water, better be a ton of them in order for them to survive and actually connect. When they do connect, they're gonna form a little larva. It's gonna develop very rapidly. That little guy is gonna float around near the surface for 2 or 3 weeks. It's feeding on phytoplankton. So after that 2 or 3 weeks at the surface, it's gonna get a little heavier, sink down toward the bottom, can drift around a little bit, but it's really got just one chance to make that permanent real estate decision. Once it sticks to something, that's its one time sticking, it's stuck for good. So under optimal conditions in the wild, those oysters can form massive oyster reefs. And they can form massive, massive reefs. Like New York Harbor used to be completely filled with oysters. Oysters are filter feeders. Single oyster can filter up to 40 gallons of water a day. Very beneficial species, right? Providing that food structure and habitat, clarifying the water. More sunlight can then get down to that eelgrass growing at the bottom and capturing carbon. They can also help to prevent shore erosion. If you have enough oysters out there, they'll act as a wave and tide break, slow that water down, protect your shoreline.
So remember earlier when I told you we'd be getting a visit from an unexpected visitor? Check out the sea lion that came over to hang out right by us.
Oh, there we go. You don't see them super often, but that's cool.
So this looks like a bucket of sand, but what it really is, it's a bucket full of baby oysters.
So yeah, when we receive them here, we're gonna put them inside of our nursery tank. So the oysters are sitting on a fine mesh screen there. Y'all see the oysters in there? This is all raw bay water. So at this point, we want as much food, as much phytoplankton as possible, just pumping through these baby oysters. As those guys are growing, like they're doing now, they're gonna sift them out, sort them out, take the ones that are big enough to go into what's called a SEPA basket. That's the point they're gonna go out into the bay to continue growing. So that's gonna protect them from predators. Otters, crab can be a big predator of a juvenile oyster. A rock crab or Dungeness crab can crunch into them. We also grow oysters in what's called a tipping bag system. So a single bag with a buoy on it attached to a cable. We'll hang those 4-bag racks or single bags on the metal hooks. It sometimes requires the encouragement of a little baseball bat to get them out of those mesh bags. Once in a while, you'll find an oyster shell with like a grid pattern. It's just grown into whatever year that it's been in. Filling with the holes is sorting out the oysters that drop out. They'll be grouped by size, back out into the bay to continue growing. Right back.
All right, no joke. Listen up to this next part. It may save your life one day.
If you ever take bivalve shellfish home, what you want to do, if they're opened up a little bit, is tap on it. You want it to close up tight. If it stays open, it's dead. Chuck it, don't eat it. Everything that we grow, everything we bring in from other farms, is going to go through this system for at least 24 hours before we'll then put it out for sale. It's really that extra step we're taking to ensure the safety and quality of that product.
Now this is the part of the day that I've been dreading the most. I'm gonna have to make a decision and stick with it. I'm still not totally sure I can try one of these things and not get sick, but let's see how I was feeling that day.
My love's excited, huh? You guys, I still don't know if I'm gonna eat one. Never had an oyster in my life, and today may be day number 1. I'm not sure. Let's find out.
The time is now. The oysters are here and they came with some sides. Now this is actually making me feel a little better. I mean, just listen to my reaction to this sauce.
Oh, that looks good.
See? Throw that on there, you ain't gonna taste it.
Right? Yeah. I was even getting encouraged by others in our group. If I'm gonna try one, I better learn how to shuck one. So let's pay attention here so nobody loses a finger.
Safest way to do it is to kind of wrap it in that towel and brace it on that tabletop and wiggle into it. If you slip off, you're gonna stab our table, which is better than your palm. So I'm gonna start with a cup side on the bottom, flatter side on top, in through the hinge end, point to your end there. There's always going to be a little gap there between those two shells. So step 1, think about going side to side. You're trying to get that knife blade between those two shells. Once the knife blade is in there, you can stop pressing inward and you're gonna give it the twist, right? To break the seal on those two shells. So at no point do you wanna be poking your knife down into that oyster like this. You're gonna scramble your oyster. It's gonna change the texture and the flavor. So I'm just gonna work my way down the side a little bit, just to the point where I can open it up slightly and look inside. You can kind of see where it's attached to that top shell in there. So at this point, I'm gonna turn my knife this way, run it under that top shell, and really think about scraping that shell. That muscle running this way is super glued to that top shell and the bottom shell. So you gotta scrape it away from that shell. You don't wanna lose any of that muscle. It's the sweetest part of the oyster. So look, here's our adductor muscle. You guys see that little circle right there? So now I'm gonna come in from the other end, a little bit beyond that muscle, and give a good scoop and scrape under. You can scrape down this way as well. It's only about the top and bottom of that muscle. When it's jiggling around like that, it's detached, it's good to go.
Well, it's time to put up or shut up. Let's see how this goes. I'm either going to enjoy something new or Vanessa gets all of my oysters. How many do I have to eat?
So it should be 7 apiece. Just keep your empties in front of you so you can keep count there.
And I'm gonna go ahead
just call me over if you
stick
need
it in. See if I can do this. All right, got it in. There we go.
All right, look at this, guys. He's got it open.
Gonna scrape it like you said.
Look at how juicy that is. You want to get rid of that juice or you drink it?
No, you can drink it if you want.
You got it?
I think so.
Some of this.
Oh yeah.
So he said this was cilantro, jalapeno, onion. Yummy. Holy. A little lemon. Yay.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Let's see. Yeah.
All right, you want to try it?
Now Vanessa is fully expecting me to say no right now, but that little sauce that they brought out really has me thinking I may not taste it at all, and that sauce looks really good. Let's see what I said.
I don't know. Maybe I'll wait.
You gotta do it. You're a vlogger. I ate
For the
durian.
content,
I ate durian when I was in Asia just for the content.
Yeah,
Durian.
me too.
I actually fell in love with durian.
Man, even the table is watching me. I guess if I could handle durian, I could certainly handle a fresh oyster drowning in some of this great sauce, right? Let's see how this turns out.
Really? You're gonna eat durian? But
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
Really?
Durian is the smell alone.
Oh, the smell was horrible.
I mean,
Do
you
it
can't wear a New Orleans Saints.
and not have oysters, right? Yeah.
Bruh, now we're bringing my football team into this? That's it. I'm trying one of these things. Now pray for me, guys. I really hope I don't embarrass myself in front of everyone here. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, let me try. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Oh boy.
Now I wish I could describe to you the butterflies and the pit I had in my stomach. Now I'm not a brave person when it comes to eating unfamiliar foods, and I've always been a steak, chicken, fruit, veggies kind of a guy. So this, it's way out of my comfort zone.
This is,
Let's see it. Your first shucked oyster.
yeah, look at that. Done. All right, so now I'm gonna put a lot of this.
That's as far as you need to go right there.
This could open up a whole new world.
All right.
So I needed some reassurance, and this guy, he was the perfect guy to give it to me.
Yeah? All right. That's how they do it. Yeah, all right.
Okay. First ever.
Wait, you chew this thing or swallow it?
yeah. Maybe like one or two chews. Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
You'll know it.
Here we go.
It's gonna be delish.
Yeah?
All right, so just watching this back while I edit this video is making me feel some type of way. This was all for you guys, and I hope you really enjoyed watching, so please subscribe to our channel. All right, now let's get this thing in my mouth and see how it goes.
Okay. Nobody be offended if I spit this out or like.
Close your eyes to the back.
To that shell.
I didn't taste any.
All right, so first off, shout out to the table for the support. They were all strangers, but totally awesome people to have around. And secondly, the sauce, it's amazing. I didn't taste anything fishy or anything that tasted like an oyster at all.
That was, You guys,
It tastes like the ocean.
No, it tasted like this.
Yeah.
It tasted like jalapeno, lemon, and onion with some crystal. All right.
All right.
All right, guys. Thumbs up on the oysters.
I didn't think he was going to do it, but good job.
Surprise, surprise. Guess who likes raw oysters now?
Oysters.
Yeah, two different kinds, a Pacific oyster and one that started with a K that was like a cucumber. And now we're gonna take you over to the grill and you guys can see how they barbecue oysters here. Look at this. Ooh. So what are they in?
Chipotle bourbon butter.
Oh my gosh, that's all you had to say.
Look at that, Chipotle bourbon butter right there, guys. You guys, I'd never eaten an oyster until today.
Really?
Yeah.
He had 5.
I had, yeah.
So you're a believer now?
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't eat seafood.
But I don't know about the cooked one. Is cooked better than raw?
You're gonna have to tell us.
All right. The barbecued oysters came and they look pretty good. I'm definitely feeling more confident about these than I was about the raw ones. Let's see if my luck continues.
Look at this, guys. Our barbecue oysters have arrived. You guys saw them on the grill, and now they're here. I'm gonna try one too, guys. We're being brave today.
Here, I'll give you one that has a lot of stuff in it.
I just don't like seafood, so if it doesn't taste like oyster, that's good.
What are you doing here?
She loves seafood. Now that reaction was hilarious. People always laugh at us when we go somewhere that has something delicious for Vanessa and nothing for me. I really don't mind though. I love watching her eat and enjoy something that she likes. And seeing her happy makes me happy. So let's hear what she thinks about these oysters.
It's good.
Is it yummy?
The way this is,
I like the little chipotle butter.
it's not
Yeah? Will I like it?
I'm gonna try this oyster.
Yeah, because it's like the taste of the ocean.
But you already did it.
I know, but it's hot, it's warm. All right, honestly guys, I really wasn't feeling these oysters. I did say I was gonna try it, so here goes nothing.
It doesn't taste like the ocean. It doesn't.
Listen, if you had the big ones,
I think you'll like it.
the kind
Yeah.
If you like the other one, that's the hardest one.
Really?
this is the way
That
to
one's
go.
harder than this?
Right.
Yeah.
Chipotle butter is good? You sure?
Positively.
Yeah. I would never order this again.
Did you see them
No.
cooking it up there?
No.
Yeah, I saw them cook. It looked delicious.
Yeah.
Kids are absolutely lovely.
So, what sauce did they put on this?
All right, so the distance between the tip of my lips to the tip of my tongue really feels like 200 miles right now. I want to try it, but I'm having a mental block that isn't letting me just take a bite. Enough talk. Let's eat this oyster.
Okay. Ready?
It's really good. Delicious,
Come on.
really. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Wow.
How'd you do with shucking?
Actually, you should have had this first. and
It's
then
actually
done
really
the
good.
other. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, wow. It tastes like garlic bread
Yeah.
to me for some
Kind
reason.
of overpowered.
It's like, you taste the chipotle butter, but to me, I don't know if it's because I had this bread right after, but it tastes like a garlic bread. All right, so we are wrapping up our tour here at the Hog Island Oyster Farm. For the record, I had 5 raw oysters, 1 cooked oyster. We didn't think that was gonna happen today, but it did. Baby, what'd you think of the whole tour?
I thought this was amazing. At first, I was just like, another tour. But no, they really break down the whole science and just everything about oyster farming. And it was amazing. It was worth every penny. And we were just so blessed to have a very beautiful day to come here. So,
Yeah, guys, so if you want this tour, it was $180. They do it on Tuesdays. You saw all the oysters we got to eat, the full tour, and just look around, you guys. How beautiful is this area here? Before we go, I got to show you guys one last view. Look at this. How beautiful does this look, you guys? Just look at the bay, the mountains. Absolutely gorgeous here in Northern California.